today you'll have to have a cup of tea and a dinner at the Statehouse with the president himself and the entire leadership of Kenya Kwanza within the coastal region. I told him, really? He told me, yes.
With special guest, my name is Mwakoma Gabriela. A very good afternoon, wherever you're watching us from. Welcome to the Gabriel TV. And today, on this special episode, I'll be engaging a special guest, Kaslim Selim Sioka, on matters governance in the Kenya Kwanza administration. We shall be talking about a variety of topics. Make sure you stay tuned up to the end of the interview for a comprehensive and exclusive stories concerning him and the government of Kenya. This is the Gabriel TV. My guests, a very good afternoon. How are you?
I'm good. Good afternoon to you.
Yes.
My host, Gabriel. I'm very much grateful and privileged to be here today once again. To all Kenyans from all the walks of the world and the walks of the nation. Stay tuned for more and more and more concerning Kenya Kwanza. Many have been asking a lot of questions, but today is the day to respond all of them. No more about Kaslim, no more about Gabriel TV. Thank you, my host.
Exactly. And to get started, I think this is the first interview where we shall be discussing matters politics after William Ruto was elected the president of the Republic of Kenya.
Exactly.
Yeah. And so, to start us off, many youths are suffering. Many youths are asking, where is our government? Many youths don't have money in the pocket. What happened?
Okay, fine. I remember during our campaigns of Kenya Kwanza was in forefront, and we were championing that youth are the key points or are the key determinant of the governance, together with Mama Boga, the hustlers, the guys who are the common management. When we want the government, as we have been saying, from the kind of the notion we found, how we found the governance it is, we found that we had a lot of debts as the Kenya, and we are trying as much as we can through our president, through all the cabinet secretaries, through each and every Kenyan. That's why our president is each and every day urging Kenyans to pay taxes so that we can try as much as to curb the debt situation, because it is from there whereby our economy is we are going to make sure that we retrieve it to affordable way. From there, when our economy is a little bit stable, and then you can afford maybe on a daily basis you are sustaining, then from there you will all works, employments will be there, because you can just work for 500 shillings and you can cater for your family. The work will come from us when we pay the taxes, then where we allow the president to deal with this debt thing. Then from the debt thing, now we are going to come back to the economy.
No, before we talk about more on governance and everything,
yes.
Kaslim, you are very popular on the social media platforms. There, I see you in Twitter, in Facebook, doing your thing. And recently, when we were ushering in the new year, I saw you at a Statehouse, Mombasa, attending that dinner with the president, William Ruto. So, how did you get in there at Statehouse?
Okay, fine. So I'll start by narrating a single story about who I am.
Yes.
First and foremost, as I've said, I'm just a mere and a youth and a student at Moscow University, for your information, of here from School of Mathematics. Another thing, I'm a politician personally. God willing, 2027, I'll be replacing or I'll be succeeding the current popular Chichopefu as the nearly MP. Second thing, I am digital strategist in Kenya Kwanza government. How did it come to be a reality to me? Certainly this way, my host Gabriel.
Yes.
I remember there is a day in 2021 when we had fresh campaigns for Ruto, the team Tanga and Kieleweke affiliations. I was in Tanga, the pro Ruto guys. I was just an innocent guy. Then when we had those meetings, because we are hosting some of them in the street, which is in Mombasa County, because politics is all about calling. I had that passion that I need to represent, because I have not started leading people right away from they just concluded general election. I started earlier when I was in primary school, high school. I was a leader. I joined campus here. Was elected as the super secretary general for the Wakamba. Each and every student knew that, and so on and so forth. So when I was attending all those meetings, what I was doing, because I'm always confident,
yes,
and I fear nobody, in fact, except God and death. Though when I attend those meetings, I have to make sure that I'm close to the MC of the day, or I wait when one of the politicians whom I know, either by the name or I've seen him anywhere, I go and approach him while he's speaking in presence of the security and the presence and the midst of the conversation or the congregation, and I tell him or her that I'm so and so and I'm here to regret them. Can I have a chance to say hi? And when I give an opportunity or the mic, I sell myself. I brand myself as Slim. I am this and this, and I'm playing this part in the grassroots, you know. So right away from there, they gain confidence. They start knowing more about Kaslim. I did that for like 4 to 5 meetings. When I did that, I was approached by one of the guys who was aspiring to be an MC. He called me for a session, for a cup of tea. He told me he has seen a lot of courage in me, a lot of determination. He has seen a bright future in me in terms of the political field. And he told me he wanted me to be his PA. And it took time for us to know more about each other. I became his PA. We struggled with him, though he was not that much well off in terms of finance. So during termination, I came to school for 2 days. Then I had a flight back to Mombasa to go and play a role in the Kenya Kwanza nomination, that UDA nominations during the April, that is. Then after that, now, you know, when we were doing the grassroots campaigns with that my friend who was aspiring to be MC, do you know, I remember a meeting I called personally, because I was a close friend and personal assistant. Our Kenya Kwanza UDA governor, aspirant Mombasa County, Asa Omar Hassan Sarai, together with the UDA brigade, the entire county attended the congregation or the meeting. That's the day most of them came close to me because I was the MC of the entire meeting. Right away from there, we became friends, and then we moved on. Then, you know, when you are doing politics and when you want people, when you are a leader, you know, in me as a calling to be a leader, I always like making sure that each and every person, I accommodate each and every person, and each and every person gets a lot from me. I like updating people. So that's why I chose in all my social media platforms. I love to make sure that each and everything I do, in each and every second, it is reaching people instantly. It started like a joke, posting on Facebook, assuming that nobody will completely be concerned. But I can tell you for a fact, even right now, many people are following me on Facebook and Twitter, waiting to see what Steam is going to say in just the next few minutes. So from there, we had several meetings with my good friend currently, the current member of Parliament in Nyali, and Ali Kichopefu. Met, we knew each other during those campaigns. We became friends. I became one of a trustee during the campaigns. He was trusting me so much in a ward called Kongoea, which is within the Nyali constituency, because that's where I was doing much of the grassroots campaigns. So he told me that he has seen me, in fact, in social media platform, how I'm doing my works, and he's interested and I keep doing such. That's why he shifted my campaigns, because once my guy lost, I had to shift to someone else, because I cannot just sit down and wait for things to come. I have to look for them. So when we become friends, he told me, because you are a student, I cannot promise you much, because I know you're curious that once you're done with school, you want to join maybe politics, you want to get a job. But what I can tell you, I'll mentor you, and I'll always be there for you in a piece of paper, but to help you as a friend as we grow, because I know wanasiasa alitumia Kiswahili, wanasiasa kusaidiana ni ngumu, lakini wanaweza nature mwenzake, ama unaweza soma kitu kutoka kwangu ama mimi nikasoma kitu kutoka kwako, na hivyo ndivyo utakuwa katika ulimwengu wa siasa. So right away from there, he told me he really trusts me. Then it started first. We had a grand closing rally at Tononoka. Then I was called to make sure that the youth mobilizing in the entire county to make sure that all the youth attend the UDA rally at Mombasa. It was financed. I was given security. I was given some cash to make sure that I make it happen. I went to each and every tunajitanga mitaa kule Mombasa, tuliingia mitaani, vijijini, vitongojini kule Mombasa ndani, kila eneo bunge, kila ward kule, tuka make sure that I have spread the gospel that we have a grand rally at Tononoka on this day, and the president himself together with all the UDA brigade will be attending. So that's the day I felt that I've been given a lot of privilege and powers.
And I can see uko na story ndefu kuhusiana na njia yako. Na kando na hayo, nataka tu tuende moja kwa moja kutuelezea uliingiaje katika ikulu ya Mombasa.
Okay, so I remember that day it was 31st. It was a time like around 10 a.m. I was just on my Twitter doing my things there. I received a call right away from the current chair of my term, Abisi Maguya, who was my favorite candidate for Senator Mombasa County. He told me that Statehouse is trying to look for you, but we cannot reach you. So can I tell him to call right now? I told him, yeah, from now on you can call me, because they were with him to the president at that time. So he called me with his phone. Yes, how are you, Kaslim? I told him, hey, where are you? I told him that I'm just at our home, relaxing, waiting to wash my robes and wait to cross over the hill. So he told me, because I told you that I want to mentor you, today you'll have to have a cup of tea and a dinner at the Statehouse, the president himself, and the entire leadership of Kenya Kwanza within the coastal region. I told him, really? He told me, yes, I need the words. And for me to make it real, at this juncture, he told me, because it was around 10 to 11 a.m., at around 5, be ready. I'll pick you at your home ground because I know your place. I told him I will be ready even before 10 because I'm curious. You know, like right now, when I tell you that I'm going to give you a first class, you'll even be eager to get it right now. So I was too eager to go to Statehouse. So I was ready by 3 p.m. Much ready. He called me once again together with security. His car came, picked me at the home grounds. We went with him up to the Statehouse. You know, when we were there, what made me to be happy is this. It took me direct to the main or to the VIP stage or podium. But those who had been invited like me, all the common mwananchi who don't entitled in the political class in the Mombasa or the coastal region, they were there to have kufunga foleni ndio sasa wapatiwa nafasi nile security pale Ikulu. Lakini mimi niliingia moja kwa moja na mbunge, tukakaa pale VIP. Mimi nikiwa nimekaa vile nilivyo hivyo, Gabriel la wewe, president mwenyewe yuko hapa, mke wake yuko hapa, speaker wa Senate yuko hapa, governor Mombasa na wengi. So
when you just entered that room, what was going through your mind?
Okay, you know, first when I received the call from the manager, what came to mind is this one: 2027, God willing, I'll take someone to.
You'll be here.
I'll be there. I'll be just going there freely, not even through any phone call invitation, because I'll be audited. So what was in my mind is this: if our president himself, the statesman, through his member of parliament or through his ally, can recognize me through the little work I did as a student. Now, what about people who do the public work? If what I learned from that day is that if you want to prosper, don't let your small opportunities or the small passion you have to just go that way. Use it, invest in it, believe in it, work in it to take you somewhere. Thank you.
All right. And on that table, you shared the table with several leaders. I saw you taking photos with the Speaker of the National Assembly, Speaker of the Senate, and other leaders. So how did you get to interact with them?
Okay, you know, when I was in a VIP session, there are all the leaders who are in the high class, the political class. They sit there, and I was amongst them. You know, when you're there, you have to know each other. You have to say hi to your friends because you're crossing over to another new year. You say bye-bye 2022, the challenge you face. So in that category, I say whom I am. Those who know their contact there to exchange contact there. We know each other. We greet each other. So, and then when it came to the photo session, now that we have known each other, you say, Mr. Speaker, can I have a photo with you? Kaslim, come, we have a photo. You know, that's how the lively interaction. That's what it was. I interacted with them. We learned more from each other. We knew each other. Then, you know, for future reference, one day when I'll be a member of parliament, and then Moses Maskoi, I just tell him or Speaker Kingi that, you know, today I'm in the chambers. We are there as the house speaker. Can you remember this day? You know.
Yeah, nimekuona hapo ukiweza kupiga picha na baadhi ya wabunge, lakini unajua mtu anajiuliza ulikuwa kwa meza moja na rais William. Je, unaweza kupiga picha na rais?
Okay, sikupata nafasi ya kupiga picha na rais kwa sababu during the photo session the president himself, you are very keen, you are live on Citizen, and in fact there is somewhere my good friend told me that Kaslim, I've seen you in the Citizen for the first time. Because when it was during the photo session, the president was the one who was praying together with his wife. They were in the addressing field or the stage where he was making his speech. So he was while there making a prayer while we are having a photo session, and he was even singing. So that's why I never got the opportunity. And immediately we crossed over the year. The security had to pick him immediately to take him to to the Statehouse inside. So that's where I missed the opportunity. But I had the chance with me. If it were not for only that that instance, I could have had a photo with the president. But I want to assure you that very soon, mid of this year, I'll give you evidence having a tea or a photo with the president himself.
Asante sana. Na kwa hapo kwa sasa uko na nambari ya moja kwa moja na mbunge yupi sasa? Ukisema nataka unaweza mpigia, unaweza mpigia nani?
Sawa. Kwa sasa hivi I can make a call to my good friend Mohamed Ali. We normally talk, we normally chat, but calls is little evening because of what I'm doing on a daily basis. You know, during the time as a politician, you always like the phone being a little bit busy, and then you can just put flight mode because we are doing a lot of things. But in the evening, you can just put it on. So in the evening, when we are with you, one of fine days, when you meet the streets, you can tell me, give me an evidence, I'll call and we'll pick out.
Kwa hivyo tunaweza pigia mheshimiwa tuweze kupatia lunch, kasapa, siku moja tuweze kujivinjari.
Na even not even a matter of me calling or something to him or her to just give me something. They know what I want to do. And for your information, I can make a call right now, even right now, when I pick my phone and then make a call to the speaker of the Turkana County Assembly. He is called Stephen Edukon. He will pick right now. There is another MCA from the Takwel Turkana County can pick right now, and all the people normally see me posting them, they will pick. The only person who cannot pick my call right now is the president himself. But I have his contact.
You have his number.
And the contact of his close friend Dennis Itumbe, and other I have his the phone number of his personal assistant Faruku Kibet, and so on and so forth. And they know me.
Unajua watu wakikuona kule nje, ukikuwa na mahusiano ya moja kwa moja na baadhi ya viongozi, ukipiga picha nao wanadhania wewe ni mtu ambaye unapatiwaga pesa. Je, unapewaga pesa na wanasiasa?
Okay, you know what is there. I've told you that being a politician or is just being a leader, just a call. And when it's a call, it's a passion, it's in you. Just the way a pastor can be used to reading Bible, making quotes to make sure that people believe in Christianity or Muslim, so on and so forth. So for me, I am not interested with the money so much when I'm leaders, but I want to learn more from them because that's where I'm heading to. But at the end of the day, they know that as a youth, when you strive because I'm jobless or I'm not employed, but I am employed by the government as a digital strategist, so I get a pay for that. So what I normally do in all my social media platform, I get a pay at the end of the day or at the end of a period of time. So when I'm with them, I share with them my little story that I'm a student. You know, as you know very well. You know, the funny thing is this: most of them I meet, they also share with me. They have a little bit a similar story with mine. You know, so we become friends very easily. I remember the other day, I just typed a message in the entire UDA Brigade Kenya group, which consists of president himself and all the elected leaders together with all the CS, all MCs, and so on and so forth. But I'm the only person who speaks a lot. I'm the only youth who is there. That's for because I used my ways to make sure I'm that. So that's where most of them normally get used to. We make friends right away from them. We call each other. We know more about each other. We learn more about each other. The title we are holding, the work we normally do. And after a while, they tell me to do the work we have seen you doing, not only this group, but in the social. Because when I know a friend, I tell him, follow me this, follow me, so that you can know more about what I normally do. You save my number, you see my status. They normally, all the waheshimiwas I normally post, they normally view my status immediately. So they know how I keep on updating people. After that, someone can decide, like, Kaslim, today I want to buy for you supper. And you know, mheshimiwa cannot buy for you a little supper. You can just have 5K, 7,000, and so on and so forth, and then you appreciate.
Ndio, ukiweza kutuambia hivi, ni pesa, yani how much money yenye ni nyingi sana ambazo uliweza kupata kwa mwanasiasa? Pesa nyingi sana ni shilingi ngapi?
Pesa mingi sana nimewaipata during the campaign trail. The cash or M-Pesa, mostly cash, when I got is 20,000. That's the largest amount I got.
Hiyo ulitumiwa direct kwa M-Pesa ama ulipewa cash?
Direct to M-Pesa. Cash, the largest amount I was given was 25,000.
So you're a rich man?
I'm not a rich man, but I'm just striving this life so that I can be somewhere.
So hii pesa wanasiasa ukipewa unatumia kufanya?
If you know, when I'm at my backyard, which is my constituency,
Yeah.
I like transparency. Even you are my trustee, and every day update. When I'm there, I visit people because I know them. During the campaign, I know many of people.
Yeah.
When I'm making my trips to that places, I know so and so has got this and this and she's this and always this and this. When I visit that person, I can just call. I have many contacts here. I have a lot of contacts of Nyali one resident and some of great people in the Mombasa County. Make a call today. I want to make a visit. Are you available? When I'm with him or if it's within his house, I can go and buy some shopping for them. You know, I just have a dinner with them or a small lunch, supper, breakfast, something of that sort. So I use that money to make sure that I help someone because I believe for me to be successful, it is you and me. You are the one who will make me to be the real Kaslim I'm wishing to be in future. So the money I have is to sustain myself in the academics field and also help any person who may come across and I know this person really needs my assistance as a person, as an individual that is.
Let us now shift gears to another topic, and the topic here that is hot out there is about the Hustler Fund.
Yes.
Many people are asking, can 500 open a business?
Okay. You know, 500, I'll agree with you that you can open a business for only a serious person. You know, business.
How? Explain to us, how can 500 open a business?
You know this, when you look at the people who are doing maybe let's say wanauza mayai for example, someone anauza mayai wanazungusha vitu zile mali, you know, that person can make some few trips in a day to only get, let me say 200, 300, something like that. So with the 500, what I can say with the 500, because when you have I don't mean that the 500 is the one to start a business. The 500 as well. It means that when you are seeking for the 500, you must be having other accounts or amount somewhere you are wishing to top up with this 500. You know, that's the essence. Yes.
You know, this Hustler Fund, according to the president, when he was campaigning, he said it's an interest-free, and Kenyans are going to get money. The more you borrow, the more your credit score increases. But up to now, those who borrowed 500, it's still 500. I've borrowed 5 times, it's still 500. What happened?
You know, on my side, I started when my first time, because many people pressurized me to
so
have
how much did you
fund.
borrow?
I'm about to say so. The first time I got 800. Then I took it, not that I was in need of it, but just to convert them that I can borrow.
You
and
experimented.
The time from there, after 2 days, nikalipia hiyo pesa. The next time niliomba nilipata 1500. Then yes, then from there, you know, I'm telling you the truth. From there, mimi nikastop because I niliona, you know, mimi ni kijana mdogo. Na alafu it was during the December festive season. So I'll keep borrowing and nitakuwa unable to repay this money back because I'm almost to get back to school. It's January and we have a lot of things to do.
So are you trying to tell me that the president was lying when he said that Hustler Fund limit is going to increase on 30th of January? Well, you're telling us now that your fund is already increasing. How?
Mine increased. I don't know how it
Are you a deep state?
I'm not a deep state. I'm not a deep state, but I don't know what happened.
After this interview, I want you to show me practically that your fund is increasing.
Fine, I'll do so.
Because from experience, I've borrowed 5 times and it's still 500. Nothing changed. And most Kenyans who I have talked with them, they're saying that nothing is changing. It's just the same. And when the president was being interviewed, that was on when he was having a joint interview with media houses, he actually said that
this 30th January.
This 30th January, so we're expecting that the fund is going to increase. Those who are borrowing 500 to go to 1,000 or thereabout.
But remember to repay the loan.
I repaid. I don't have any debts. I borrowed 5 times, all repaid. So I'm waiting this day on the 30th of January if the president is going to honor his promise of increasing the fund. But now you're telling me that yours is increasing. We shall confirm that and I will post it. I will show them the video and everything in your phone. And to some other news is that now the president is telling us that in the next 6 months bei ya unga itakuwa 120. Is it practically possible?
It is. You know, first and foremost, you remember when the president himself won and he took the full mantle to lead this nation. He started by making sure that he did away with all the subsidies. You know, subsidies are the one which are causing us to this hectic situation we are here.
Subsidies. Let's talk about the subsidies. You're telling us that now these subsidies were removed.
Yes.
Where did the money go?
Okay, subsidy. Let me first try to make you understand what is a subsidy. Subsidy is that amount of money which goes to specific people, to the pockets of some people because they are running some specific products or companies and so on and so forth. So that's why he had to make sure that because they are the one when they feel like they are not earning what they are supposed to earn, they increase. So when he dealt away with, now the prices became to its normalcy, which is they have to go higher a little bit. You know why? Because like right now, when I'm selling to you this, I can't sell you the same amount of money. It will be sold by a broker. Broker will have to add more money. I'll have to sell if it is 200, I'll sell it to 200. But someone who must bought from me to go and sell unto you will add some more amount of money. So that more amount of money is the subsidy. When it is removed, we get back to the normal prices. Don't expect the price to be stagnant because what the president, why was doing so? He wants to stabilize and make sure that the economy is working on the economy, and plus the taxes Kenyans are going to pay, things are going to go to a smoother way or to affordable.
The president is talking about taxes. Kenyans are not breathing because everything is being taxed. And now the prices of electricity are going up. Everything is going up. Oil is going up. Unga is still up there. No change. 135 days in office. Nothing seems to be stabilizing. So you are telling us that now the removal of subsidy was a good idea. How good is it? Kenyans are suffering. Nothing is being practical enough.
Okay, fine. After the removal of the subsidy and so on and so forth, I know very well that things are still yet to be okay. But he is working day in, day out to make sure that he has met the obligation or the promises he made. And the first promise, which I can assure you, will be a reality and it will come to pass. It's all about working on the economy and the prices of the unga and the prices of the unga, petrol and so on going down in this way. In the 6 months time, after what he has experienced so far, because no borrowing he has done so far, President, and those who are spreading propagandas and rumors, those are not true. They're just trying to speculate on things that are not okay with us and trying to say that we are not working on well, but we are doing our work. So, President himself, so far, he has said there is a lot of money he's saving on a daily basis just because of the remove of the subsidy and because of Kenyans paying taxes, and he will use the same amount of money to make sure that and that's why he had the idea to bring the fertilizers to farmers. He wants to dwell and make sure that he depend on the local farmers. They export, they buy from local farmers.
Fertilizer came when the farmers already planted.
Exactly. But the agricultural sector comes in a seasonal way. Seasonal periods.
When you talk about the farmers now, this week, I think from Monday, the government is about to import 10 million bags of maize.
Yes.
This on Monday, exactly. 10 million bags of maize. And the farmers are saying that they're going to incur several losses.
Okay,
and you're telling us now that you're going to make sure that now the farmers are being the subsidy fertilizer. The subsidy fertilizer has not reached all farmers yet.
Okay. The subsidy fertilizers is being given in a let me say in a steps way. Each and every county in each day, each and every constituency in its day. Not all the time. We are not going to do this in a disorganized way. I remember the guys from western part they had, the central part they had, the Nyanza side they had, and so on and so forth. Those who are having the massive agricultural sector production. So, where are the losses of the farmers coming in? When the fertilizers has come, they have their crops already have grown. So which means that we cannot wait for their unripe product to grow. For Kenyans, they cannot wait for something which is yet to be ripe. That's the day they are going to eat. They have to make sure that we eat today. Lazima tukue na mkate wa kila siku kwa meza ndio tukule leo. Tukiongoja ule unaonawiri, ukifika wakati wake, sasa ndo we can now depend on it. So that's why the president asked to import some bags of maize because we are suffering. You go to the there is a day in Kenya we had some shortage of ugas in supermarkets. I remember that. So we don't have to go back to that situations. We have the new government who is ready, which is ready to make sure that all what the common man is going through, they solve their problems. And we can only solve their problems we cannot solve a problem with a problem. When we have a problem, we look for the better solution. So once the farmers have harvested their crops, they take them to the silos. When these 10 billion or million bags of maize are important here, they are going to be distributed in the world, the nationwide. They are going to be consumed. Kenyans are many. They are giving birth and every day. So we are expecting to be consumed very fast. Then we come back to our local production foods. We dwell on them.
All right, this conversation is not going to end now. And my director is actually shouting in my ears that it's time to end the show. And now tell us your final remarks as we wind up.
Okay, fine. So first and foremost, I want to thank all the Kenyans internationally for listening, for following us on Facebook, and for tuning in to listen to this message from your horn, Kathleen, the youthful digital cadet from Mombasa County, which is Nyali constituency. What I can tell you is this. We as Kenya Kwanza government, because I'm part and parcel of it, we are going to make sure, I'm not giving hopes, but I'm telling you the reality. God willing, we are going to make sure that we meet your obligations, we meet the promises we made out to you, we work on economy, we make the life to be affordable as moving the way forward. So thank you so much for being there for us. Keep following in our Facebook page, our Twitter, in each and every social media accounts. Keep listening. Let's keep engaging and make sure that any idea to drive our government the way forward, let it be shared so that we can use it to move forward together. Thank you so much. God bless. Have a nice lunch.